I'm Crystal. Me and my partner Gladys are on the affirmative side, saying that police body cameras should always be turned on. My first argument is body-worn cameras in police forces present a mixed picture, by Alex Sutherland, March 6, 2017. The deterrent spectrum presents a range of idealized scenarios linked to the amount of discretion that police officers might have. At one end of the spectrum is minimal deterrence, which is linked to the strong police discretion. For body cameras, this means that police officers have complete discretion as to when and how they use the devices. Examples of minimal deterrence could be police officers making the decision about when to turn body cameras on or off, or whether they announce that they are recording an encounter with the public. It is likely that departments with this sort of policy will not hold police officers accountable for neglecting to use body-worn cameras on a continuous basis. Toward the other end of the deterrence spectrum, there is a maximum deterrence, which is linked to weak discretion because the police officer is not in position to override a rule. In the context of body-worn cameras, this means making the use of devices mandatory, providing a clear protocol for their use, and not giving officers the power to decide when the devices turn on. My second argument is video technology is shaping officers and citizens' oversight, by Maya Willie, May 9, 2017. Video footage provides investigators objective details of incidents. The CCRB recently analyzed allegations of misconduct in New York City over the last 5 years, and it found that these recordings help the CCRB make more determinations and allegations of police misconduct than in those without video. Currently, much of this footage is from civilians and CCTV, which is saying that these body cameras are providing footage that help a case that is going wrong. So like they have video evidence of what actually happened. And my third argument is police body cameras can improve behavior and ease tension, by Alex Sutherland and Barrick Ariel, October 21st, 2016. Each week, all shifts were randomly assigned to treatment or control. On a treatment shift, all officers had to wear cameras, had to keep the cameras turned on for the whole shift, and had to give verbal warnings to anyone they encountered that they were wearing a camera. On control shifts, no one wore cameras. The study then compared those shifts where cameras were being used to those that weren't. The results were surprising because they were so clear. When officers were wearing cameras on shifts, police use of force against suspects was 50% lower. Similarly, complaints against the police fell to almost zero in the 12 months after the cameras were introduced. So they're saying that the body cameras, they had a study where certain police officers during certain shifts wore the body cameras on at all time, which decreased the amount of force police officers used against the public. And they found out that complaints against police officers, like using force, have dropped significantly in the past year that they've been using it. And yeah, that's
Cross-examination.
I'm now set up for cross-examination.
Well. Alright. In your first argument, in your quote, you state police officers have the decision to turn it on or off. How do people know it's on?
Well, in my first and third argument, it says that the police give a verbal warning to those who are being recorded in the encounter.
Okay. That was good. Alright. In your second argument, okay? What type of civilians are you charging you that?
Well, it says video technology is shaping officer and civilian oversight. So no, we're not just generalizing one civilian, we're generalizing all public.
Okay. And also your second argument, what do you mean by CCRB?
The CCRB stands for Civilian Complaint Review Board.
Okay. And for your argument 3, how were shifts randomly assigned and controlled?
So the randomly assigned ones were the certain officers on certain shifts were given the body cameras, and the control was the other officers that were on the same shift, but they didn't have the body cameras, so that was the control. So half were wearing them and half weren't, and then they got the results from that.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Now we'll hear